The need for the U.S. to understand China is obvious. The Chinese economy is on track to become the largest in the world by 2030. Chinese leadership may be the key to resolving the nuclear crisis with North Korea, and China has military and economic ambitions in the South China Sea and India. Meanwhile, the Trump administration has shown, repeatedly, that it's not even clear on the difference between the People's Republic of China, the authoritarian state that occupies the mainland and that recently blacklisted Winnie the Pooh, and the Republic of China, the democratic state that occupies the island of Taiwan and that numerous U.S. presidents have defended against mainland Chinese shows of force. Part of what U.S. diplomats and informed citizens need to know is the basic historical background to contemporary China. However, as a scholar of Chinese philosophy, I believe it's at least as important to understand how China thinks. Unfortunately, very few universities in the United States teach traditional Chinese philosophy such as Confucianism or Taoism. Why not? And why should we care? Why study Chinese philosophy? There are at least 3 reasons that the lack of Chinese philosophy instruction in U.S. universities is problematic. First, China is an increasingly important world power, both economically and geopolitically, and traditional philosophy is of continuing relevance in China. President Xi Jinping has repeatedly praised Confucius, the influential Chinese philosopher who lived around 500 BC. Like the Buddha, Jesus, and Socrates, Confucius had been variously interpreted, sometimes idolized and other times demonized. At the beginning of the 20th century, some Chinese modernizers claimed that Confucianism was authoritarian and dogmatic at its core. Other thinkers have suggested that Confucianism provides a meritocratic alternative that is arguably superior to Western liberal democracy. Thinking about these issues is important in understanding China's present and future. How will the next generation of Chinese diplomats, party officials and presidents, not to mention ordinary voters, learn about Confucius and his role in China as a political thinker? Second, Chinese philosophy has much to offer simply as philosophy. Delayed Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia expressed a common misconception about Chinese philosophy, dismissing it as the mystical aphorisms of the fortune cookie. In reality, Chinese